MyPillow CEO Mike Lindell continues to make the savvy business moves you'd expect from a guy who does pantless interviews on crowded patios and spends more time dyeing his mustache than sorting out his own sanity. Get that Tom Selleck slow cousin look. Several of Mike's comical business transactions are coming to light, including selling his private plane and buying a mansion for his lead hacker. Most importantly, on a recent episode of his show, Mike took a call from a whistleblowing Australian, you'll see what I mean, that Lindell completely struggles to understand, and his total ugly American ignorance throughout the entire thing is just very funny. And I'm going to go through it. It's fantastic. Plus, Greg Abbott gets his own A Fecal Trump card. Finally, it is here. But first, Donald Trump released a statement with his disapproval of removing the statue of General Robert E. Lee. If only we had Robert E. Lee to command our troops in Afghanistan, that disaster would have ended in a complete and total victory many years ago. General Lee lost the Civil War. He surrendered. Trump's so dumb he probably thought the statue was like the actual horse bronzed, or that General Lee actually had a bronze horse. It was heavy and it didn't move, very orange, a lot like me. The reason Donald Trump is so concerned with statues of embarrassing moments of history being removed is because Donald Trump is an embarrassing moment of history that will be removed. Bye. Let's get this right. Trump is defending an officer who was not part of the U.S. military, who fought the U.S. government, and was a traitor. Sounds just like the folks he called beautiful. Hello, Robert E. Lee. Are you related to Bruce Lee? I need someone that can lose a war in a short time, and you're my guy. So go there with your bronze horse. They're going to be very jealous. Not a lot of bronze horses in Afghanistan. You're going to stand out, but just ride past all those teepees. It'll be fine.
We all got to be top secret right now because we got to stay one step ahead of the evil and the dominions and the ESGs and the Smartmatics and the Hearts and all these machines.
Know your enemy. Mike Lindell's lost it so much that he can't even remember who he's up against. All right, so here is Mike Lindell taking his call from Australia.
Hold on, we got a call here.
Australia.
Okay, hold on one second. We got a guy that's going to be calling in from Australia. Hey, Sam, can you hear me?
Yes, hi, Mike. I hear you well. Thanks a lot.
Didn't expect that accent.
Okay, great. I got Brandon House here. I don't know, do you get Frank's speech over in Australia?
Do you have the internet in Australia, or you just throw a boomerang at your friend's head? So I spent a bit of time picking out the best bits with this caller, and it's like he is legit, but it's so ridiculous that it's almost like a prank call. But that's how pathetic Mike's entire operation of network of morons is. So let's dive in some more.
And the mainstream media are not reporting it, and it does not surprise me because I've been following one of the very popular websites in Australia. In fact, America should have a look, and they will put this website able to know what is happening in Australia, and political system, and also the mainstream media, which is called Kangaroo Court of Australia. Kangaroo Court of Australia.
Yeah, can you write that down, Brandon? Say that again, Sam. Yep. What's the
Kangaroo
website?
Court of Australia.
Kangaroo Court of Australia. That's a good website to go to?
Yeah.
Okay, we will do that.
Court of Australia.
Kangaroo Court of Australia?
How many times does this guy have to say it for Mike? He's going to make him say it again.
Say it again.
Kangaroo Court of Australia. Mike, I will send you the link later.
Okay,
I got it.
Yeah, send that link, and then do you get Fox News over in Australia?
Fox News is a pay TV service. I did not subscribe.
Oh, you're not missing anything. Don't worry. They don't talk about anything.
Rupert Murdoch started Fox News. He is Australian. But it sounds like his caller just doesn't want to subscribe. That's the next pay package. I'm not having it. Now Mike asked this caller about like the face masks and passport system in Australia, and it's fantastic.
And not just that, and even the McDonald's, because I don't scan the QR code and I don't wear the face mask, they're not serving me. So I pay the money with my credit card, and they say because I don't scan the QR code, he can't serve me, he's trying to bring my food, and I walk out without taking some of my food, which I already paid for. And it happened at McDonald's in Australia. So this is this whole situation is like caused by the Nazi Australia government.
Right. So it's
media.
It's like a Nazi government.
As someone with family that died in the Holocaust, I don't think having to show that you've had your vaccinations is equatable to Nazi Germany.
So how are the restaurants, like, if you go in a restaurant, do you have to be vaccinated right now in Australia to be able to go in? Or
he just told the story about having to show the vaccine passport and have the mask on at McDonald's, and Mike's like, I really enjoyed your McDonald's story, but I want to know what happens when you go to eat somewhere.
No, at the moment, all the restaurants is shut down. There's no restaurant open. They only allow takeaway. And even in Melbourne, I think I have heard they are allowed.
The shock and horror and surprise of hearing the exact same thing he just heard from the exact same guy. You might have noticed these bad boys behind me. I had a freak accident a couple days ago. It was horrific. I had a bad fall while carrying my son. He's okay, but I broke 3 bones. And I was taken to the hospital, and I was given a complicated emergency surgery.
The media can hide all the sense, and it's very much what's that word, Brandon?
Orthopedic? Orthodox?
Like 1984. What's that word?
Oh, this is like Orwell, George Orwell.
Yeah. Now you lived in China for a while, right?
I actually from Hong Kong, and so
Yeah, so not the same thing, but good luck explaining that to Mike Lindell.
And there's one,
Mike's getting another call.
I want to share that as well. I think this website is also mentioned a lot of America.
No
US,
shocker.
and I think global. The website is called PCAPS.org. So cfpc.org. This website, I think, will have a lot of info, shocking.
I'm thrilled everyone is enjoying the Ophical Trump cards, and we've added a new one to the collection by popular demand. A lot of people had asked for this one, so this is my Greg Abbott Ophical Trump card. I've included a little refugee family there. Hello, are you going to the border? You don't want to run into Greg. He won't let you come. He only cares about the fetus, not the actual humans. Really pathetic decisions by Greg. That's why I gave him the ID number of 6, because he says women have a lot of time. 6 weeks is a lot of time. And that's why I also included a tampon, because at 6 weeks, you're only 2 weeks late. Greg is a moron that doesn't know jack squat. That's why we have one of the wind turbines here. Greg did blame these for the Texas energy crisis. It was an oak tree that put Greg in that wheelchair. And those may not know, but Greg made sure that every single oak tree was cut down in Houston after the event. So if there's no more oak trees, then there can be no more accidents. So you can't even buy a leaf blower in Texas now. Greg Abbott is a total embarrassment, and so is anyone that supports him. Ophical Trump card. Bro, are you talking Florida too? For reals, bro, stressing here. Call me back ASAP. Firebrand.
And when was the last election for your president or whatever you have over there? What year was that, the last election, and when's the next one coming?
Not quite sure.
Mike really surrounds himself by experts. Lauren Boebert visited Marjorie Taylor Greene on her patio. We have that picture. She fed her some hay. They discussed their matching IQs. They dropped a deuce together while saying goodbye. It was magical.
Basically, why don't you just, it would be like having a roulette wheel and you're missing 3 of the numbers or something.
It would be like having a man, but he's missing all his marbles. On our anniversary of 9/11, let's remember that Donald Trump said he now had the tallest building in New York and that he saw Muslims celebrating in New Jersey. Bucket of unicorn wank. And Donald Trump will be spending 9/11 doing alternative commentary on a boxing match. Side note, I was actually a volunteer at Ground Zero. There was a restaurant that set up as a feeding ground for all the frontline workers, and I volunteered there cooking and feeding people. It was something small, but it's something I'm still very proud of. Lauren Boebert also posed with her lopsided Groupon tattoo eyebrows, cupcake makeup, and a side piece for a woodsy photo, and then took the time to overlay the quote, "For true patriots, to be silent is dangerous. John Adams." Only that wasn't John Adams, that was Samuel Adams from a speech in 1776. I haven't seen someone look this dumb in the woods since Don Jr. posted this picture. This is what happens when you elect a Karen that thinks refrigeration is a suggestion, not a requirement.
Boebert operated an unpermitted food stand at the Rifle Rodeo that led to mass illness and hospitalizations. Food safety concerns and violations included no cold holding. The list of affected people grew to over 80.
Dennis Montgomery reeled Mike Lindell in with a 3-page outline, convincing Mike with big words and numbers that he had all the election data the packet captures. And so far it's confirmed Mike Lindell has paid $15 million for bucket of unicorn wank. Lindell started sending money to Montgomery in 2020 and purchased Montgomery a home in Naples, Florida through a financial trust called Gray Horse. It's got a big chunk of land, a lot of nice rooms, all the mod cons, palm trees, a pool. According to Salon, the $1.5 million luxury home in Naples was reportedly where Dennis was living and keeping watch over the hard drives that Lindell claimed were full of 2020 scorecard and hammer data. Bucket of unicorn wank. It appears the purchase was completed for Dennis on July 12th. This is weeks before the Cyber Symposium, which Dennis did not attend to present his evidence because he had a stroke the night before. MAGA tears. Maybe you would have more subscribers and likes and views if you cut out that MAGA tears junk. MAGA tears. You're, no apostrophe, going to feel very foolish when the results are in. MAGA tears. There is evidence. Did you win the $1 million? Stop being an ignorant person unless you have proof he is wrong. Make yourself $5 million. Otherwise, shut up. MAGA tears. Thanks for watching. If you've enjoyed this video, please rate, comment, subscribe, and check me out on Spotify. I am a stand-up comedian. I have 3 albums there. You can stream them for free. That's a pretty sweet deal. If you want to have a friend or colleague roasted or congratulated, you can book me on Cameo. If you're out, be kind to each other, distance when you can, wear a mask if they ask you. Just be cool. Life's short. Have fun, be kind, take care.